Welcome back. The video you're about to see was filmed yesterday. So was the introduction, or so I thought. So one of two things happened this morning. Either I deleted it off the GoPro by accident, or I didn't push record to start with yesterday. I have no idea which one it was. Nonetheless, there was no introduction, so I'm doing it now. The video you're about to see is me making chocolate chip cookies. The recipe was shared online by Talina. It is from the Hilton. What do they call it? Good Trees, Two Trees, something. Hilton Hotel. So anyway, it's their recipe, signature range recipe, chocolate chip thingamajig that I made. Now, you'll see in the recipe, if you read the recipe, it talks about a couple of things that I had to doctor. Again, not because I wanted to, but because I didn't have a choice. One is, it's supposed to use a huge amount of walnuts. Like a cup and a half or even more, something like that. Anyway, I didn't have any walnuts, and driving in lockdown to a shop to stand in queue for potentially a long time for a bag of walnuts probably wouldn't be seen by anyone as a necessity. So I didn't buy any walnuts. I did crack open macadamia nuts. Now, if you don't know what macadamia nut is, it's a round, very hard nut originating in Australia. Very, very cool nut. But they're hard as hell. So before you see how I made these things, you're going to see me cracking those suckers open, smashing the daylights out of them with a hammer and a pair of pliers. Anyway, that's entertaining. There was something else I had to change. What was it? Oh no, I think it was just, I didn't have any baking paper. Don't think there was anything else. It's a pretty cool recipe. It uses oats and flour and chopped chips, and a lot of chopped chips. Oh, I used dark chocolate chips instead of milk chocolate ones, but I don't have anything else. Nuts and just a lot of stuff, but beautiful, beautiful biscuits. Hopefully going to come out of it. You'll see later. Anyway, enjoy the video and see what they look like. Thank you. Arrivederci. I thought I'd show you just how hard these nuts are to get out. Like I've mentioned, the recipe calls for walnuts, but I don't have any, and we can't go COVID shopping just for nuts. So I've got my macadamias. Come over here and I'll show you how hard this is to get a macadamia nut out of its bloomin' nut thing. I've got to use pliers and a hammer. You ready? It takes quite the whack. Oh, I lost one. You got to beat this thing senseless. And then this one's stuck. That's a first. Let's get one that's not stuck. And there's your macadamia nut. I've been whacking away for ages, and that's all I got. So I'm not going to put a whole cup in. Alrighty, I'll catch you in a minute. Right, here we are. Let's make this thing. So it starts off with half a pound of butter, 227.5 grams or so. I put 229, I think, just because that's what came out once I chopped it all up. Softened butter, in it goes. Probably shouldn't have done that. Also, now this is weird. It's a 3/4 of a cup and a tablespoon of sugar, specifically, and half a cup of packed light brown sugar. I don't know, there you go, brown sugar, and it goes. I'm supposed to blend all this up, not blend, mix, using a stand mixer, which I don't have, because they're expensive. So I'm just going to use this thing. It says on low. On low, medium speed, sorry, for 2 minutes. Once you've done that, it says to add the 2 eggs and the vanilla and lemon juice, which is this piddly little bit there. Lemon juice, and it goes. That's my mix-up of citric acid. And the vanilla. I haven't put the vanilla out. The vanilla is 1 1/4 teaspoons. This is new vanilla, let's see. Got a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, that smells good. Yep, so good. And I need a 1/4 teaspoon. Got a 1/4? It sure is. 1/4 teaspoon mix. There it goes. Right. Add the eggs, vanilla and lemon juice, blending with a mixer on a low speed for 30 seconds. And then a medium speed for 2 minutes. Alright. With mixer on low, add flour, oats, baking soda, and the cinnamon. This is going to be fun. I need... Oh, it's not going to work. Alright.
Bear in mind that yours is a beater, not a mixer. So you're lower than the medium.
Put the oats. Right. I'm going to modify this slightly because I don't have one of those funny one-bladed things. Alright, that's the oats in there. Okay, baking soda I'll add last, and what's the other thing at once? Baking soda and salt. I'll add that last, and the cinnamon. Put the flour in next, bit by bit. I'll mix it in to start with a spoon. I'll link their recipe down the bottom. You can all see what this recipe is like. See. Not even sure it's going to go in there. We'll try. It's messy. And sticky. And hard work. Let me add those other bits. my hands. Alright. Check the quantities. Okay. So we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a pinch of cinnamon. So baking soda first. It's a bit lumpy, I'll just mush it around. Teaspoon of baking soda. Did I say a teaspoon? I did. Teaspoon of salt. It's a lot of salt. Teaspoon of salt. And a pinch of... Is it a pinch? Pinch of cinnamon. Well, what do you know? Look at that. Here's my measuring spoons. That's a smidgen. And that's a pinch. Check it out. Pinch. I'm going to put a literal pinch in there. It's actually measured. Of cinnamon. Not very much cinnamon, is it? Pinch of cinnamon. There you go. And we keep mixing. We're trying to mix anyway. Oosh. Mush it in. Mush it. Is it mixing? Let's try and make no white stuff in there. Messy. Let's get it off the spoon. Okay. See what it looks like. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. There's still some baking soda in there. I can see it. Isn't all powdered. Oh, we'll do our best in a minute. I'll say this much, I just tasted that dough and it tastes nice. Right, let's have a look. What's next? Okay, add the flour, baking soda, salt and cinnamon. I've done that. Don't overmix it. Remove the bowl and stir in the chocolate chips and walnuts. Okay, walnuts. Macadamia nuts, sorry. Chocolate chips. Ha! Look at all that! That is a lot of chocolate chips. Woo! How do you even do this? My goodness me. It's like playing a game. Keep the chocolate chips in the bowl. Nope, my oven is not on yet. I'm going to make all this first and then clean up my mess. Wow. I wonder if I should just go in there with the hands. Maybe not. It looks pretty good. That's a lot of chocolate chips. Then I suppose this is from the Hilton. They're not going to skimp on a meager thing like chocolate, are they? Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to use some sort of Nestle. I think it is chocolate. Well, this is just, and it said milk chocolate. This is dark chocolate because it's all I had in the house. Good old Pam's brand from Pack and Save. Wow. I have to wash my hands again. more and more reasons to buy myself one of those stand-up Kenwood chef things. Well, I wouldn't buy a Kenwood, they're too expensive. I'd buy a fake brand. Even they're expensive. Let's get it from the bottom. Ow. Okay, well, I better go and get some expert advice, but I'm pretty sure that solidly resembles chocolate chip. What do you think?
That looks good.
Okay. The next thing, of course, is make sure you've got everything in there. Open the phone, have a read. Don't overmix. There's no empty jars. Done that, done that, done that, done that, done that, done that. All of that stuff's in. Yep, that's everything. Now, it's just a case of getting the oven ready. 300 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is. 200 and maybe 170 something Celsius. Remove from the oven. Anyway, what I'm going to do is clean up, and then I'll come back and make biscuits, and then we'll cook them. See if they're going to work. So I'll be back in a second, or well, it won't be long on there. It'll be a while here. See you soon. I'm back. Hi. The oven's hot. 150 degrees Celsius, or 147, and 300 Fahrenheit for you Fahrenheity people. They used an ice cream scoop to measure it out. I think that was a bit big for our purposes here. I'm using a 1.5 tablespoon measure. I'm going to pop these things on the tray, which I haven't got paper for, so I have put some butter on the bottom and hope for the best. He kind of mushed them down a little bit, so put some on. Ah, stuck. Doesn't want to come out. He kind of did that. These were much bigger than mine. I'm going to make slightly smaller ones. I don't know how much to push. Kind of mold them into shape, eh? Kind of want them a little bit thick. Otherwise I won't have a squishy inside. They're not gonna, I don't think they're gonna come out of this thing. I'll try with these ones. If they don't work, then I'm gonna have to make a plan and go and get some baking paper somewhere. Alright. You going away?
No.
Set me a timer, please.
Yeah.
20 minutes. And pop these things in for 20 minutes and we'll see what happens. Right, I'll come back in 20 minutes and we'll show you what those ones look like. We'll modify them if we have to. Hi there. I checked at 20 minutes and they didn't look right. So I've left it in for 23. Pull it out now and have another look. They're supposed to be golden brown on the edges and soft in the center. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out or they're going to get nasty. But I'm going to switch this thing to fan baked. We'll cook it on fan baked the next one. So I'm going to make another batch. They look good, but I think they can look better. That's how they came out. So I'm going to make some more. Well, you don't need to see that lot, and then I'll take them out in 20 minutes again and have a look at the difference between fan bake and normal bake. Alrighty, I'm back. 20 minutes on fan bake. This looks a lot better. These ones look better. Ow. They're golden brown around the edges like it says, and they look slightly higher than the other ones did. So I think that's the way to go. I've made 9 there, 9 earlier on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I didn't make 9. I ate 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 9. So that's 18. 22 were the ones in the oven. And I'm going to make quite a lot of these things. Their ones were much bigger. Anyway, I think that looks cool. I'm not going to film me taking them all out. I'll make the rest, and then I will adios, hasta la vista, ciao ciao, the video. Anyway, these things are nice, by the way. Very tasty. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Make these things. They're really nice. Let me show you what they look like. This is how they came out. They're big and they're beautiful. Now, I did make one with about the amount that they suggested in the recipe, and it was about there. It's a decent sized cookie. I got 32 or something out at about this size, and then the big one. So I probably would have got 2 out of that. So maybe 35 biscuits.
Show them how thin they are, because they're a nice thickness.
They're a nice thickness. They're cool. They're still crispy on the outside. They're slightly chewy on the inside. On the bottom, you can see there's a lot of chopped chips in there. And I think using the macadamias in what I put, which was probably under half a cup, gives it a nice little texture. I can taste them. I really like macadamias. So anyway, give it a crack. They're really nice. And don't forget, most importantly, like the video. Share it with everyone. I mean, make this thing go viral. Remember, we're in COVID-19 virus, all the rest of it. Viral's the time now. Subscribe to our channel, please. I'll do some more of these things while we're in lockdown. I don't know what else. I'll figure it out. And remember, no matter what, even without Joel here, we're still the Kiwi channel to watch.